apparently, the guy who got gunned down from, UnitedHealthcare, the CEO, was walking into an investors meeting later that day to tell them they made $30 billion in profit. The man gets gunned down in front of the hotel. And on the bullets are the three words that insurance companies apparently use to not pay claims. Fam, y'all might want to stop with whatever y'all doing and rethink.
That's right.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
The greed is going so far.
The greed is going so crazy. And you're dealing with people's health. Right. And by the way, we talk about this on the show all the time. I'm always like, bro, I've been paying insurance since I'm 13 years old, bro. I've been working since I'm 13.
Facts.
Y'all should be calling me, asking me what I need.
Facts.
Like, I don't get it.
Yeah.
And so can you imagine you have a life-threatening situation, you've been paying your insurance, and they doing this song and dance,
right,
two-step, twirl around, trying to get out of.
You don't qualify for what you need.
What are you talking about?
Your daughter's life depends on it, your mother, your brother, your wife. You're like...
Yo, they gunned a man down in the streets, the CEO of bruh.
But I wonder who is the they in that case.
Whoever decided this was a good idea, I don't know. I couldn't put a person on it, an individual. We're assuming it's a he.
Yeah.
We don't know if he works for an organization. We don't know if somebody paid him to do it. We don't know anything. So I went with they.
No, I know. I guess I'm just like, so, yes, these places have gone entirely too far and it's ridiculous. I'm curious to who the side would be that cares so much about the well-being of the average man getting ripped off.
I don't know. Yeah, I don't know if it's a side as much as it's probably regular, everyday people who are, that's all I'm saying.
Right, I'm just saying I don't see how that leads to the assassination. Do you see what I'm saying?
Yes, but it did, is what I'm saying.
Maybe, or that's what it looks like. You know what I mean? And it's actually more big business, and then putting things on bullets and doing all the things is a great way to throw the scent off, because really, nobody cares about us. It wasn't someone like, I've had enough of the people being ripped off. I'm getting my gun and I'm going to New York.
Man. So hit me with the button for things.
Yeah, I doubt it was that, but
hit me with the button. Why? Because the hit was too clean to be regular, right?
This was a real, listen, I don't even want to speak about it. It was so clean, I don't even want to speak about it. But it was very clean.
It could have been more personal.
All I'm saying it could have been between companies. It could have been some other high-end situation or some investment
government contracts. I don't think it has anything to do with the people. Because if that were true, that people were going to be out here clapping people over the people being ripped off by big companies,
CEO
man, a lot of other CEOs better have triple security right now, because we're getting gouged everywhere, not just in health insurance. That's just one that's really bad. Laura, speaking of which, the story from yesterday.
So, and what's crazy is that this had been going on for a couple of days, but of course, people don't really until it started getting social media coverage. That's when the heat turned up. So Blue Cross Blue Shield announced a new policy that would limit the coverage for anesthesia during surgery procedure. So let me give you an example. Let's say you're going for whatever surgery and the doctor tells you, this surgery usually takes 2 hours.
Okay.
Let's say you got some kind of complication, which happens, and the doctor had to keep you under for 3 or 4 hours, right? Well, according to this new policy, you would have to pay for those extra hours. Do you guys know how expensive anesthesiologist and anesthesia is?
That's crazy.
Do you know how crazy that bill would have been? Or what if you had to be under for 6 hours? You know what I mean? So, and then to measure the pressure that would make doctors feel like they have to get things done under a certain amount of time. Mm-hmm. So it's just bizarre. So people started getting really upset and a lot of pressure. Then yesterday, Blue Cross Blue Shield gave themselves the button. They were like, yeah, you know what? We're not going to continue with this. We're reversing that policy that we announced. They were like, we will make sure that we take care of you now. But the fact that they even thought that this was a good idea in the first place is mind-blowing. Give them the button, bro.
And did they change it everywhere? Because at first I heard they just changed it back in Connecticut. Did they change it in New York too? Because it was Connecticut, New York. They did? Okay.
Yes. They announced, they basically just said, yes, we will pay for the treatments for the length of the time that it takes. You know what I mean? Because it's insane. That's the definition of greed. These people are disgusting.
I was watching this unfold over like 24 hours because a friend of mine who's had a lot of health issues, she's had to have a lot of surgeries, was posting about it on her IG. She just got through more cancer surgery. She's been through all this stuff. And so she was really affected by this and was posting. I was kind of watching this whole thing play out. And one of the interesting conversations I saw was not only would this policy kill people because doctors would make mistakes rushing to try to...
Yes.
But it would also kill people because the prices are such that it would keep people from avoiding getting necessary surgery.
Yeah.
So, this was really greed to the point of would kill people by the people who are supposed to worry about our health.
Guys, we're at a point right now that people, when they get hurt, when there's an emergency, they would rather call an Uber than call an ambulance.
Yeah.
Because an ambulance is already, just for them showing up, I don't even know how many thousands of dollars. So most people decide, let me just get an Uber to take me to the hospital. That's how sad it is.
Well, hit that with a button, too. It's a sad state of affairs, guys. And it's not going to get better. Because we just elected a president and a regime that is about deregulation.
Yeah, how's that going to work in situations like this? I know a lot of people are very excited about the old deregulation. They're like, oh, well, listen, there is a lot of bloating in government, unnecessary
bureaucracy, blah, blah, blah. But if there's no check or no balance.
Absolutely, there are definitely tons of layers of stuff that don't need to be there, and it's people getting paid to do nothing, and all those things happen. But if you start stripping back all the fat, you're going to have nothing getting checked. This is already bad as it is.
Well, they're trying to get rid of the things, the checks and balance systems, so that they can make money hand over fist. And when you're trying to make money hand over fist, listen, these medical companies, Blue Cross Blue Shield, these insurance companies, they're publicly traded on the stock market. Their job, while we think it is to deliver health care to us and make sure we're good, that's only a part of it. They are really running a business for their shareholders. And so when you have something that's publicly traded, every quarter the job is to deliver more money to the margins. Profit. If you're not delivering profit, they're going to get rid of somebody who's in the way of the profit and find somebody who's willing to deliver profit, even if their brains are going to get blown out in the front of a hotel at 6 a.m. in New York City. So when you see these companies that are publicly traded, you have to remember they are there for profit. Period. End of discussion. Hopefully they want to do things the right way.
But probably not.
But likely when push comes to shove, it's going to be about profit. And that's a button when your healthcare system is a for-profit.
Congratulations. You played yourself.
Publicly traded entity. Just like everything else in a capitalist society, in a free market society, it's about profit.
Hit the button.